The United States of America is known as the nation of nations because it houses hundreds of millions of people from countless origins invited by Lady Liberty's offer of refuge. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Though this open invitation demonstrates human camaraderie at its most sincere, its message has been forgotten in a decade of fear, fueled largely by the media's focus on terrorism and the limited portrayal of Islam as a radical extremist religion. Though these stereotypes are prevalent in American culture and there are over 7 million practicing Muslims in the country, what do people actually know about the Islamic faith?
It's based in the Middle East. They have a lot of different beliefs than Western culture. They don't eat pork, they don't drink alcohol, several other things.
Honestly, I don't know a lot, I'll be honest with you.
You know, in Spain, that Islam had a strong presence for 700 years, and that the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians lived harmoniously for much of that time until the Catholic kings came and kicked everybody else out.
It is a man-made religion. It is based on fractions from 3 different religions amalgamated into one.
Well, it's a wicked, murderous religion as well as a culture. And it should be outlawed. As far as them saying they have a right to kill me if I don't convert.
I know it's one of the 3 major monotheistic religions in the world, and my understanding of it is one of values and peace, just like many of the other religions in the world.
Well, I was born and raised a Muslim. Also, I'm Palestinian, and it's an Islamic country. Well, there's a shahada, which is declaring that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Prophet Muhammad is his messenger. And there's a salah, which is prayer, the Islamic prayer, 5 times a day. A zakah, which is giving charity. A siyam, which is fasting, the month of Ramadan. And al-hajj, which is visiting or doing the pilgrimage, the big black block, people walking around it. So, yeah.
One of the most controversial and highly criticized aspects of Islamic culture in America is the hijab. The hijab is the headscarf some Muslim women wear that conceals their hair and occasionally portions of their face. Though this accessory has significant history within the Islamic faith, American culture and media interpret the hijab as a representation of female oppression.
My feelings regarding the hijab or the headscarf for the Muslim woman is that as long as it's fine with the person who is wearing that, as long as there is no force there, nobody is intimidating anybody, as long as that's coming from within the mind, if I'm fine with wearing something, that's fine. There should not be any concern for anybody.
We believe that the religion is between you and your God, and you choose to believe or practice however you want. So therefore, you want to cover yourself, wonderful. If you don't want to cover yourself, it's all up to you.
I have no problem with people who choose to express their faith by wearing the hijab. I think that there are different levels of it, and I do have a problem when I feel that it is forced on a person. And there's also, issues with security. If their face is totally covered, that can cause problems when traveling, airports, crossing borders. And it's also a problem when it's used, for example, men who who dress up in a hijab and then are suicide bombers. I have serious problems with that, but inherently I have no problem with women choosing to cover their head.
I wear it when I enter a mosque, whenever I'm in a funeral, I wear it. Whenever I'm praying, I wear it. So it's not really an issue for me wearing it, but I don't wear it on a regular basis, only in occasions.
I think it's a shame for women to be so repressed in that culture, and I'm surprised that American women would stand up or support the Muslim faith when it's so repressive towards women and children.
Not knowing enough about their background, religion, beliefs, I can't make a judgment. To me, it's interesting just for the concept of, as an American, seeing that and knowing, you know, some of the concepts of, behind. I don't think it may be outdated, but if there's a purpose for it, go ahead. And well, with me, it's different. So.
There's all this debate about, you know, is it oppressive or not? In some ways I feel like it's oppressive. Personally, like if somebody told me you should cover your hair, I feel like that's being forced upon me. But there are lots of people I know who embrace it and wear it because they feel like it's, they're showing their love for God, or it's good because of they're protecting their feminineness or whatnot.
I always ask this question when people wonder why do Islamic women, Muslim women wear hijab, and then I say, why do nuns wear that hat? You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm talking about. So it's the same thing. They feel like if they feel it's something important to them and they feel comfortable with it, then why not? They're practicing their religion. So why is it okay for a nun to wear that on her hair or on her head, and it's not okay nowadays in the media for a Muslim woman to practice her faith?
The controversy over the hijab seems to be a trivial aspect of a much larger American concern. Should Muslims assimilate to the United States culture to avoid being associated with terrorism, or should those who practice the Islamic faith in this country be able to maintain their religious customs free of judgment and obligation?
At some point you will have to adapt to this culture, not necessarily become exactly like this culture. Like for me, right now I'm in America, and my whole life I was born and raised in Palestine, and I have the Arabic culture and the Palestinian culture with me. And it's not like it's going away and now I'm assimilating to American culture, but I feel like wherever culture I'm at, you'll have to at some point adapt to this culture.
If they want to live here, they should adopt our culture, learn our language.
I think it's hard not to assimilate, but in some ways it's easy to just stay in your own bubble for as long as you possibly can, especially if you have people who are similar to you in their values and beliefs.
I think they should follow the laws of our land.
Yeah, is that like to assimilate with something, I don't have to lose what I am. You know, I don't have to lose. I can be what I am and still I can interact with all the people. I can take all the good things, right? That's assimilation. Assimilation doesn't mean that, you know, you have to lose what you are. You don't have to become an American who is living here for 300 years. There is no need that. This country allows you to be what you are, and still you can interact and you can enjoy and you can be a part of the society. And I think a huge amount of Muslims are like that, you know. They lived here for a long time, they contributed, and they are here. So that's why America is so beautiful. That's why it's a free market and, you know, liberal country where, you know, you can be a part of what's going on without losing what you are.
Rather they should or shouldn't is something I can't say. Unless you ask me, am I happy that I've assimilated to American culture? I guess yes.
We're living in America. That's just what you said. We live in America. The land of the free, the home of the brave. We live in America. You do as you choose. We are a nation of choices. You can practice the faith here in the United States. You can be a Catholic in the United States. You can be a Christian in the United States. The fairy tale that is told is that you can be a minority in the United States and you have equal protection under the law.
Iranian-American human rights activist Manaz Afkami once said that we have the ability to achieve if we master the necessary goodwill a common global society blessed with a shared culture of peace that is nourished by the ethnic, national, and local diversities that enrich our lives. In the years following the tragic events of September 11, 2001, the United States has allowed fear to govern its policies, both internally and internationally. Now, as the 10th anniversary of 9/11 approaches, perhaps America can restore its original glory as a hospitable, diverse, and free nation.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.